My name is David Kapp. I've been practicing vehicle and traffic law in the state of New York for more than 30 years. Here's the problem. There's a ton of misinformation on the internet right now about the vehicle and traffic laws. And it's very tempting to think you don't need a license, you don't need a registration, you don't need insurance to drive because you'd save a ton of money, wouldn't you? But it's not true. In all of our 50 states, there are vehicle and traffic laws that say you've got to have a license to operate a vehicle. In New York, it's the vehicle and traffic law. Here's an old copy in print. They don't print these anymore, but you can find your local traffic laws on Google. Here in New York, it says no person shall operate or drive a motor vehicle upon a public highway without being duly licensed to do so. Some other people are on the internet telling you that none of that matters, and they cite some sorts of crazy laws. And how can you tell the real from the fake? It's tough. People have called me and said, literally, how do I know what's real and what's not? Well, here's how you know what's real and what's not. Look at the laws they cite. Okay? If they're not citing a law from your state's vehicle and traffic law, they're wrong and possibly a little bit mixed up. I've had people contact me and tell me that that they don't have to listen to the vehicle and traffic law of New York State, that the British common law has something to do with it, that the Admiralty law has something to do with it, that some ancient style book from 100 years ago has something to do with it, the canons of ethics have something to do with it. None of these supersedes the New York State vehicle and traffic law. And the same goes for whatever state you're in. And the biggest one that they abuse is Black's Law Dictionary. Now, law students all buy the Black's Law Dictionary because when you're learning the law, you don't know what a lot of stuff means. And Black's Law Dictionary is an excellent source for definitions of words and phrases that are used in the law. But please understand, there are no laws in Black's Law Dictionary. There are just definitions. There's no statutes in there. So people who cite Black's Law Dictionary as a source of law are just wrong. So please be careful. And if you want to remember how to recognize a real lawyer from a fake lawyer, because the fake lawyer is looking for law in all the wrong places, watch out. You can get in a lot of trouble listening to those people.